How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about some very intriguing news regarding PlayStation and their just array of success over this current generation, which is about to come to an end for almost a year from now, which is pretty exciting news. Now, today, this video is under the Console Wars title, just because it's something that I kind of want to do for the future, just because the next generation of consoles is within a year and a couple of months from now. PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox are probably going to be coming out next holiday, and so I just kind of want to do something different. So today we're going to be talking about the game side of PlayStation and why I believe that PlayStation is dominating the charts. And I don't want to talk numbers regarding sales of the PlayStation just yet, because I want to conserve that for another video. But we're going to be talking about their games, which a lot of people do not tend to overlook, because it is a very contributing factor as to a consumer's appeal for a specific console. And that is partly why I believe Xbox One and their chain of different consoles failed in comparison to PlayStation and their amazing success with their PlayStation console. And I'm not trying to crap on Xbox. Of course, whenever they announce things and do things, I will try my best to make videos about it and just kind of tackle PlayStation side as well. Just do some comparisons for the Console Wars topic. But today we're going to be talking about, like I said, games. Now, again, like I mentioned, games are never overlooked, because a console is meant to play games, right? While there's user interfaces and different hardware features, the aesthetic of the console or the controller and how it feels, that all weighs into whether a consumer buys. But I think at the end of the day, people want good games. People want games in which they think they will enjoy, and I think comparatively, PlayStation offered that significantly more than Xbox, which is the fundamental reason as to why PlayStation dominated, and still is, quite frankly. Xbox made different attempts to try and entice people to buy their consoles, but with their recently Xbox S SAT edition, or sorry, pardon me, not SAT edition, Xbox S All Digital Edition was a huge disaster. And I had a friend who bought it, and listen, he couldn't play. So he had a previous Xbox which kind of broke or something. We ended up fixing it, or I ended up fixing it with some friends. But essentially, he had the Grand Theft Auto game on hard disk drive, right? And he wasn't able to switch any of his data to his all digital edition. And I was extremely mad, because if that happened to me, I would be livid, right? So it's just those little choices like that where Xbox executives made to push out a console which nobody was interested in getting. I personally, I'm not all about digital. That's not the way I like my games. I like to feel it. I like to be able to trade it in, be able to sell it for value, be able to collect it, to show off, that kind of aspect of physical games that I appreciate. However, today we're not going to be focusing much on Xbox, more so than we are PlayStation, and we're going to be talking about their games. Now, PlayStation 4 arguably had one of the best exclusives. If you wanted to play a horror game, you can simply put on Until Dawn or Bloodborne. Even if you wanted to play like an adventure game, you could get God of War or Uncharted 4, or even Spider-Man or Infamous Second Son. So there was a lot of variety when it came to PlayStation exclusives, and I haven't even touched a lot of these PlayStation exclusives. I have so many games that I need to play. Days Gone I haven't finished. I'm going to buy Infamous Son. I want to get Conquered Genie, which just came out, which looks beautiful. I have Until Dawn still. I have The Order 1886 that I still have to play. So I have a lot of games on my backlog. A lot of PlayStation exclusive games on my backlog that I have yet to touch. Which just gets me more excited for the holiday season, because it allows me to get some of these games played, hopefully, and be able to play them. But we're going to be talking in particular about two very special games near and dear to my heart and near and dear to a lot of other people's heart and a lot of PlayStation fans, and that is The Last of Us and Uncharted 4, which have, as of recently, reached incredible sales milestones, which just reinforces this idea that PlayStation is not, I wouldn't say superior, because I don't like using that word, but has dominated the charts, and for reasons as such, because these games are incredible games, not only sales wise, which I'm about to read off this article provided by PlayStation Lifestyle, but because they're great games. They play well, they tell incredible stories. Now, reportedly, both The Last of Us and Uncharted 4 have reached impressive sales milestones. According to Nico Partners analyst Daniel Ahmad, great guy, sales figures for the former now sit at approximately 20 million on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Meanwhile, Nathan Drake's last outing has topped 16 million copies worldwide, that of course referring to Uncharted 4. Ahmad shared the tweets on his personal Twitter profile in celebration of Uncharted 2's 10th anniversary. It seems the much beloved sequel made waves in its own right back on the PlayStation 3 as well. According to Ahmad, Uncharted 2 crossed 6 million in sales on the PlayStation 3 before Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, hit the PlayStation 4 in fall of 2015. Here is Daniel Ahmad's tweet, and he quotes after Naughty Dog posted their tweet that Uncharted 2 sold over 16 million copies on PlayStation 3 prior to the release of Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection on PlayStation 4. Naughty Dog's reputation has grown significantly since then, and today's Uncharted 4 has sold over 16 million copies on PlayStation 4, and The Last of Us has sold over 20 million copies on both the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. So the sales of Uncharted 4 in particular paint an intriguing picture with regards to PlayStation 4 software sales. A few weeks ago, NPD analyst Matt, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I won't even try, shared a list of the top 10 best-selling PlayStation 4 exclusives, wherein Uncharted 4 is marked at number 4. Bloodborne sits below at number 5, and Horizon Zero Dawn is listed in the number 3 spot, which really, really surprised me. I can't believe it, because it is... Actually, I'll get to that in a sec, but Marvel Spider-Man and God of War 2018 round at the top 2, with the Web Slinger taking the crown. This seems to suggest that at least the top 3 PlayStation 4 exclusives are closing in on 20 million copies sold. Now, that's pretty much the end of the article. Now, I was shocked by that, because Horizon Zero Dawn is a unique concept. It's a very independent idea. It's not strained off of a sequel or anything. Uncharted 4 is. So surprisingly enough, Uncharted 4 does not sit at the top 3 exclusives, which is mind-blowing in my opinion. The fact that Horizon Zero Dawn takes the crown is surprising to me. I've made statements in the past regarding Horizon Zero Dawn, as much as I didn't like it. It's just cool to see how it stayed on top of things despite not having any previous game to support its quality. I guess people really liked it, which is cool of them. I personally, I did not, but it's great to see that. And Marvel Spider-Man, I mean, come on, it's Spider-Man, so that already enticed a lot of people to get a PlayStation or to get the game in general. Great game, by the way. And God of War as well was surprising. Great game as well. So, these are just amongst the few PlayStation 4 exclusive games that have topped the games regarding PlayStation 4 sales. That's not collectively all the sales. It wouldn't be an accurate measure, just because, you look at a game like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption, which comes out on multi-platforms. It's like, well, you can't really compare that to these exclusive games. But it's just really cool to see that PlayStation, after the apparent mess, apparently, on the PlayStation 3 era, has made a significant comeback. Now, I remember switching. Now, I had 2 different PlayStation 3s, so I was kind of late to the picture, but, I didn't recognize the mess of PlayStation 3 because I was young. I didn't recognize that at all. I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't care for YouTube. I wasn't listening to anyone on YouTube. I was minding my own business, going to school. And I still do that, but I'm a little bit more aware, is what I'm trying to say. And so I wasn't aware that PlayStation 3 had a big mess fallout. I know Xbox actually had better chat systems and stuff, back on the last generation stuff. So, but the transition from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4 was massive. The quality, the 720p to like 1080 was a significant. I was like, okay, cool. Like at the time, I was really into Uncharted 3's multiplayer, so it was hard to switch because I'm like, oh no, I miss Uncharted 3. But going back to PlayStation 4 and feeling that controller and just the smoothness and the fluidity of all the gameplay, the games that I would play, it was a massive difference, and I could not go back to the PlayStation 3. So I'm hoping that there will be a significant difference when it comes to PlayStation 5. We'll have to wait and see. But nonetheless, this just shows you how competitive and how serious PlayStation are when it comes to their games. And you know, I don't want to shit on Xbox, but I only remember Gears 5 and that being a beautiful looking game. It looked very smooth and cool. I don't know about the story, but it looks cool. But I can't remember any other exclusive except for that racing game, which I think is called Horizon or something like that, right? And that just to show you that their exclusive games are very insignificant to me, and that's not because I'm a PlayStation fan. Listen, I used to have an Xbox, right? I loved that Xbox, and I hope that they would, for the next generation, do something incredible to really shape up this console war philosophy that a lot of people like to cling on to, just for the sake of it. It's fun to see it happen, and you know, I'm intrigued to see next year and how it all shapes out to be. But yeah, this is very interesting news. Congratulations to Naughty Dog for their successful milestones thus far. I'm incredibly beyond hyped for The Last of Us Part 2 and what they do for that multiplayer. I really cannot wait. Of course, some games that have came out recently have been Concrete Genie. Another PlayStation game that's coming out very, very soon is Death Stranding, a game that I'm going to wait on just to see how reviews are, and if the reviews are promising, I'll get onto it, but we'll have to wait and see. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. Leave some comments in the comment section below, and follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching this video on console wars. And as always, I've been TheStarkz. Peace.